to be a reason. They're not going somewhere else.
Yeah.
They're involved somehow in the street that you're in.
There's a lot of curtain twitching, and I'm the main curtain twitcher.
Is that correspond with your ordinary life, your regular life?
No, I'm very pleased to say no, it doesn't.
Discount that one straight away.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You've been involved in this, lots of stuff. Like, you seem to... Like, Cooking with the Stars.
Yeah.
That's one. Ozzy Osbourne died this week and you were with...
Yeah.
Did you get to know
really
his son?
Yeah, with Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already recorded, but it was great to see. He's a really, really lovely man, Jack, actually.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? I suppose there's always this... you have an image, don't you, of Ozzy Osbourne and kind of their madcap house and everything like that, but they're just kids who love their dads.
Yeah,
basically.
No, exactly. And I think it's really sad that Ozzy has gone. I don't know that anybody expected it at all, did they?
No, he'd been ill. I think he'd been ill for some time, and then Sharon Osbourne had spoken about it. Are you a good cook?
I wouldn't say I was. I'm a reasonable cook. I wouldn't say I was a great cook.
I always wonder when you go on these programmes if you kind of the attitude someone has. If it were me, because I would want to perform very well, I would be too nervous to go on these things in case I don't do well enough. But sometimes I think if you're more relaxed about your cooking and have a different aim kind of when you're cooking, because I like to...
Yeah, but I mean, we've all done these programmes, I think, where what I like about cooking is the fact that you can, if you've got mates around, you can just go, look, I'm really sorry, I forgot to put the chicken on. It's going to be another hour and a half.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
There's no pressure. Yeah. You just have a glass of wine or something. But in the Cooking with the Stars, or any cookery programme, or the pottery programme I did last year, that was sort of the same. There's time pressure. So it is people saying, you've got an hour, you've got an hour, you've got an hour.
And what are you like with that?
I'm kind of all right, but it's... but you still feel the pressure. It's immensely sort of pressurised environment.
Some people say about the most stressful thing you could ever do is stand-up comedy. And are you still doing stand-up in front of audiences?
Yes, but I've always been part of a double act, which is easier, I think.
Do you miss the business of seeing people laugh at what you're doing, assuming they do?
Yeah, well, that's a big assumption. That's a very big assumption.
But you remember those days of going out on stage and not knowing if what you were going to do was actually going to hit the spot. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the terror. I mean, you still have terror. I mean, I feel nervous every time I do anything.
But that's healthy, though, isn't it?
That's because you care.
I think it's sort of slightly crazy not to be nervous.
But there's something very different about, your acting roles now in this drama and other dramas as well. You're not literally seeing someone liking it or not liking it. Yeah. You've made the drama, it goes out, the critics say things, but you don't see people responding in the same way you do. I've never done stand-up. When you say something you think is funny, and then you look out. Yeah, we listen, mainly. You can hear... Hopefully you can hear them laughing, rather than just see them laugh. But it's... it's amazing. It's sort of like a drug, really, actually. Do you think you go back to it more? Do you think you'll do more stand-up in the future? Yeah, I would have thought so. I don't think... I mean, we've always done... Steve Punt and I, still work together, and we've always done audience shows just because they're so great. And I think, there is something sort of slightly addictive about it. So the reason I did it in the first place, I think, was because at my school, I had to give a speech on the last day of school, on speech day. I had to give this speech. And the day before, I had played golf for the first time, because I'd finished my exams, I was playing golf, and I got hit on the head by a golf ball. And it split my head open, and I had to go to hospital and have half my head shaved. And this was the day before this speech, right? So as I stood up to give this speech, I thought I meant to go on about how well the sports teams have done and who's gone to which university and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, I can't do that. I'm going to have to explain why half my head is shaven. I've got hair on one side and not on the other. So I did that, and people laughed, right, at that story. And I thought, I really like this.
I think, and that was a real sort of moment.
Just complete the
me.
picture for me. Did you have a lot of hair on the one side or not much hair? So was it extreme, the difference?
it was
if Charlie
extreme.
had half his
It
hair
was a lot.
shaved off,
It was a lot. I was a
70s
sort of
hair, was it? Like,
well, I was sort of like before and after from a hair clinic or something, you know, but split down the middle.
I like that
And
image.
yeah.
I like that image.
And there's a high when people laugh at.
No, it's,
you know,
no, it's
what
an
you've
absolute.
created.
It's an absolute high. But there's also a high in just doing acting roles on film as well, actually.
Well, The Couple Next Door, Series 2, is available to stream on channel4.com, also Series 1 as well, and Hugh stars in it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.